Hi everyone, welcome to this beautiful live chat on this beautiful day. And I want to say thank you to African naturalistas for inviting me to come on here to share about how to create an effective hair care regimen when it comes to natural hair, of course. So my name is Shola, and if you don't know me, you can find me on Discovery Natural Facebook page, on Discovery Natural YouTube channel, along with my daughters. And we have this YouTube channel that we've had for a long time. I believe it's like since 2012. And we've been sharing tips on natural hair care, and also we contribute to the African Naturalistas blog. If you guys have not been to that blog before, you are missing out. You need to check out the blog like today after this live chat, of course. So we welcome you to this live chat and thank you for joining us. So if you don't know what a natural hair care regimen is, then you're probably like, what is this? Hair care regimen is kind of like routine. That's another word they use for it. They say regimen, they'll say routine, but I will say a routine is what you do on a regular. A regimen is what you do on a regular. However, it can be changed and routines can be changed, so you can intermix it. So the general breakdown of a regimen is you do something daily to your hair. You can also do something weekly to your hair, and you can also do something monthly to your hair. So when it comes to something that you do daily to your hair, it will be like, for example, some people will moisturize their hair daily, and they will also, maybe they'll test if their hair is dry. Yeah, then they need to moisturize it. Well, some people, they don't do anything daily. They might do something weekly. Generally, a lot of people would wash their hair. Weekly is the time when you know that you're supposed to deep condition your hair, which I hope you guys are doing. So deep condition your hair weekly to infuse moisture that has been lost when you shampooed your hair. You can also do things monthly, and monthly will be doing a protein treatment. A protein treatment simply is how you keep your hair strengthened, is the way that is a kind of treatment that you uses to strengthen your hair. If you find your hair is constantly breaking and you are moisturizing okay, then it could be that your hair is needs a strengthening treatment, which is like a protein treatment. So that is just the category. Now, what are some things that you feel that could influence your regimen that you have to be very mindful of? When you have a hair care regimen, you have to keep in mind, or hair care routine, you have to keep in mind that it can change. And I actually advise people that do change your regimen from time to time. When the weather changes, when it is a colder season, for example, we're going into seasons all over the world that it's much cooler, the hair is much drier. So when the hair and the atmosphere is much drier, then you want to look at your regimen and change it up, infuse more moisture, into your hair, do things in your regimen that requires you to intensify the moisture. So for example, if you're not moisturizing your hair daily, if you're just waiting till the end of the week to moisturize your hair, doing so in the drier season, in the cooler season, in the harmattan season, or in the winter or fall or autumn or whatever you call it, might not be advisable. You might just want to try to increase the times that you moisturize your hair. Okay, so one thing that I use, let me tell you something that I didn't tell in the other live chat that I just did. One thing that I use is an app. There's a free app called Hair Journal, and I actually use a free app. I actually use that app because I keep track of what I do to my hair in terms of trims, in terms of protein treatment, and I also keep in mind what I do to my children's hair, because although they actually do part of their hair themselves, we want to know, when was the last time that you trimmed your hair? When was the last time that you did a protein treatment? So using this app called Hair Journal has been very helpful to us. So I just thought I'd put that tidbit in there. Now, let's now talk about weekly. So we've talked about daily. What are you doing daily to your hair? What are you doing weekly to your hair? When it comes to weekly, some people don't wash their hair weekly. So for you, it will be what are you doing bi-weekly to your hair? Because I do hope you're washing your hair at least maybe twice a month or 3 times or more. I hope you're not waiting till 3 months to 4 months to wash your hair. Please don't do that, okay? What I do is this: weekly, when I wash my hair, if my hair needs to be washed, I make sure I do the regimen of doing a deep conditioning. Don't slack on deep conditioning, especially when the weather changes. Please, people, don't slack on deep conditioning. Deep conditioning will help with infusing that moisture, will help with softening your hair, will help with giving your hair that nutrient. Your hair needs that nutrient that the deep conditioner needs, because through wear and tear, through washing your hair actually loses those nutrients. You know, it loses some oils, it loses some other stuff that it needs. So doing a deep conditioning will be part of your weekly hair care regimen. So going on from there, you will say your monthly, and we did talk about the protein treatment, the benefits of protein treatment, the and infusing that. Doing that protein treatment will also be something that will be beneficial in terms of doing it on a monthly basis, because if you wait too long before you do a protein treatment, you might encounter breakage, because your hair, yes, it gets the moisture and it gets protein from your body, of course, from what you eat, but doing a treatment has been seen to be much more beneficial, because you know that it's something that actually is getting to the outer layer and you're not relying on your body, you know, absorbing protein and eating protein and all that stuff. Because even if you eat protein and you're like, okay, but I do eat protein and that should be sufficient, notice that the last organs that accept the protein, the nutrients that you put into your body, is your nails, your skin, and your hair. Those are the last organs that actually accept it. So doing a protein treatment has always been something that I'm a great advocate for it. So those are the key things. Now, what are some things you might say, what are some things that can happen if I'm doing all this regimen and I'm doing everything that I think I should be doing, but it looks as if what I'm doing to my hair is not working, my regimen is not working, things are not the way that they should be. The first thing that you should do if your regimen is not working for you is, number one, make sure you are clarifying your hair. If you're someone that you co-wash your hair, you don't use shampoo, it might be time to use even a little bit of shampoo or a little bit of maybe a clarifying clay or something of that sort to remove product buildup. Okay, because when you have product buildup on your hair, it actually affects the way that your hair absorbs nutrients and absorbs products that you are putting onto it. Number two, it could be a possibility that your hair porosity has changed. Your hair porosity could have changed due to you putting too much heat in your hair. It can also be due to medications. It could also be due to aging. There's so many aspects of why your hair porosity has changed. Now, if you're wondering, you're like, what is hair porosity? What is this lady saying? Hair porosity is just the way your hair products absorb into your hair. Okay, sometimes if you see that when you put products on your hair and the product kind of like it sits on your hair, it could be that you have low porosity hair. Now, if you see that sometimes when you put products in your hair feels dry after a couple of hours, your hair doesn't hold on to that moisture that you put in, it could be that you have high porosity. So you never know until you do. There's several tests you can do, and there's several resources that you can find. You can find resources on the African Naturalistas blog, and you can also find resources on my YouTube channel, Discovery Natural, if you want to know more about hair porosity and how to test it. So the last thing that can also affect you, make you change your hair regimen, could be in terms of your health. If your health is something that maybe the medication you're taking affects your hair, you might want to change it up. You might want to say that, okay, because of this medication, that is why your hair is not doing what it's supposed to do. So keep in mind, the hair is a very interesting factor. Our hair is, you know, it kind of has a life of its own, and it needs structure. I believe that if you create an effective hair care regimen, that has structure, you keep, number one, it helps you know when things are going wrong. It helps you know, oh my gosh, it's a long time since I've done a protein treatment. It's a long time since I've done a deep conditioning. Oh, my hair is not doing well because of that. When you keep your hair on a regimen, it thrives. I mean, trust me, it thrives, and you will not regret it. So that is it, and I hope you guys enjoy this live chat. If you've not yet followed this Facebook group, please, for Facebook page, please follow this Facebook page, and also they do have a Facebook group that you can check out, and stop over on our page Discovery Natural, on our channel Discovery Natural, and say hello to us. And we hope to see you guys in the next live chat, and stay tuned. Thank you so much, African Naturalistas, for inviting me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.